At the back, two waiters drop their trays, covering their noses. Someone coughs. A child cries out, pointing. "Mommy! Something is smelling like gutter." Drums beat, champagne flows, and cameras flash at a grand wedding in the heart of Lagos. The hall sparkles with chandeliers, men in agbadas, women in glittering lace, gaily tied like crowns. All eyes suddenly turn as Amara, the woman everyone secretly envies, makes her entrance. Her gown is a masterpiece, shimmering gold that hugs her wide hips and tiny waist. Her makeup glows like a goddess, her heels click against the marble floor, and her perfume announces her arrival before she even sits. The MC booms into the microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen, the queen herself has arrived." The hall erupts in cheers. Phones rise to capture her walk. Women whisper, "See her shape and God, when?" Men bite their lips, wishing she were theirs. Amara smiles proudly, flipping her Brazilian weave, basking in the envy. But then, a frown crosses the bride's face. She whispers to her groom. The groom stiffens, glancing around. At the back, two waiters drop their trays, covering their noses. Someone coughs. A child cries out, pointing. "Mommy! Something is smelling like gutter." Laughter ripples nervously through the hall. Heads turn, trying to locate the source. Then, slowly, painfully, all eyes fall on Amara. Her beauty is radiant, but the stench is undeniable. People begin shifting their seats away. Women wave their hand fans in disgust. One man mutters loudly. "How can someone fine like this smell like dead rat?" The bride's mother hisses under her breath. "Chai! So it is true what they say, makeup can never hide a rotten soul." Amara freezes, her perfect smile collapsing into confusion. She clutches her diamond-studded purse tighter, her heart pounding. "No, it can't be me. I sprayed my perfume, I bathed." But the whispers grow louder. "She's the one. Fine but dirty. Beauty wasted." In that moment, her shimmering gown, her expensive makeup, her curves all mean nothing. She stands humiliated before the entire crowd, her perfume powerless against the odor that clings to her skin like a curse. This is Amara, the girl who glittered outside but rotted inside. A beauty cursed by pride, and a lesson for every soul who forgets that humility is greater than charm. The morning sun slants through torn curtains into a small one-room apartment in Ajugono. The camera pans slowly across the room. Unwashed plates stacked high, cockroaches darting across the floor, wigs and dirty clothes scattered everywhere. A broken fan groans in the corner. The air is thick with the smell of sweat and stale food. On the bed lies Amara, her wig half off, false eyelashes stuck to her cheek. She snores loudly, her once perfect makeup smeared like war paint. A knock rattles the door. "Amara! Open now." "You know go walk," a neighbor shouts. Amara yawns, scratches her head, and ignores the mess around her. She drags herself to the mirror, smirking. "Chai, see fine girl no," she whispers to herself, running her hand over her curves. Men they craze for this body. She doesn't sweep, doesn't wash. She doesn't even brush her teeth until her phone beeps. A text flashes on the screen. "Dinner at Sheraton by 7 p.m. Can't wait to see you, baby girl. Dressed to kill. Chief." Her eyes light up. Suddenly, energy fills her bones. She springs into the bathroom, humming a tune, scrubbing herself clean for the first time that day. She spends hours applying makeup, ironing her gown, arranging her wig, spraying perfume. By evening, Amara steps out of her room like a butterfly from a dirty cocoon. The same neighbors who saw her earlier in rumpled pajamas now gasp as she passes. "Huh! Amara! Not the same girl way they smell this morning. Chai! See her shape. If you no get strong heart, no look am twice." She struts past them without greeting, nose in the air. Inside, she knows the truth of her filth. Outside, the world sees only a queen of beauty. The goat may wear a crown, but it still chews grass. The scene shifts to a luxury restaurant on Victoria Island. Crystal chandeliers glimmer, violins play softly, waiters in white shirts move briskly between tables. Amara sits with Chief, a wealthy man twice her age, his fingers heavy with gold rings. She has mastered the art of pretense, fork in one hand, knife in the other, cutting her steak as though she were raised in a palace. Chief beams. "You are truly a refined lady, Amara. You remind me of those girls I see abroad." Amara smirks, flipping her weave. "Of course. I don't mix with Ras people." Just then, a nervous young waiter approaches with wine. His shoes are scuffed, his hands trembling slightly. Amara's eyes narrow. "Wait. Look at you. Is this how you serve me? With dirty shoes? Do you know who I am?" The waiter stammers, "Esarimo." She cuts him off, her voice sharp enough to slice through the violin music. "Rubbish. No wonder you are still here, serving people. People like you don't belong in classy places. Lazy, unrefined." The entire restaurant goes silent. Other diners exchange uneasy glances. The waiter bows his head in shame, muttering an apology. Chief chuckles awkwardly, trying to calm her. "Amara, relax. He is just a worker." But Amara tosses her head. "I don't dine with peasants. Even the way he smells irritates me." As the waiter retreats, tears in his eyes, whispers float through the restaurant. "She's fine, but too proud. Beauty without respect is like perfume on a corpse." Amara ignores them, sipping her wine with a satisfied smile. Later that night, as she rides home in Chief's car, her phone buzzes with messages from friends. "Girl, you killed it today. Your dress was fire. I swear, you're a goddess. See as men they look you." Amara laughs, her pride swelling like smoke. She believes she is untouchable. Pride is like smoke, it may rise high, but it always disappears into nothing. No matter how fine a masquerade is, it cannot dance in one place forever. The afternoon sun blazes over Lagos traffic. Hawkers shout, selling bottled water and plantain chips. Amara reclines in the backseat of a tinted SUV, her sunglasses gleaming, her perfume filling the car. Chief's driver honks impatiently, weaving through the crowd. At a busy junction, the car slows. There, by the roadside, sits a frail old woman. Her wrapper is torn, her hair unkempt, her skin wrinkled from years of suffering. With shaky hands, she raises a rusty cup. "Please, my children, just more water," she begs. Amara winds down the tinted glass, her face twisted in disgust. She spits on the ground near the woman's feet and sneers. "Dirty thing. Look at you smelling, begging. You should have used your childhood well instead of turning into this disgrace." The old woman lifts her weary eyes, burning with pain and fury. Her voice trembles, but each word carries thunder. "You mocked my dirt, so shall you wear it. You spat at me, so shall the world spit at you. From this day, your beauty shall rot, and your perfume shall turn to stench." The driver gasps and mutters, "Yezu. Mama, I beg no vex." Amara throws her head back and laughs. "I beg, driver, move this car. Let's leave this smelling witch." The SUV roars away, leaving the old woman in a cloud of dust. But her words linger, like smoke in Amara's shadow. When an elder curses you in tears, the earth itself carries the words. That evening, Amara prepares for another date. She spends hours in front of the mirror, applying layers of foundation, painting her lips ruby red, and slipping into a dazzling red gown. She twirls before the mirror, smiling. "Oh, goddess of beauty. Let them keep talking." At a 5-star hotel, she sweeps into the lobby, the chandeliers reflecting off her glittering dress. Her suitor, a young wealthy businessman, rises from his seat, eyes widening at her curves. But as she approaches, his smile fades. He leans in for a hug, then suddenly recoils. Wait, what is that smell? Amara stiffens. What smell? She laughs nervously. Maybe it's the AC. But already, diners nearby are covering their noses. A waiter serving wine whispers to his colleague, "No, she they smell." The young man frowns. Amara, I don't understand. You look like a dream, but you smell like gutter water. Is this a joke? Humiliation burns her cheeks. She forces a smile. Oh, don't be silly. Maybe it's the air. But the man leans back, face twisted with disgust. I'm sorry, I can't do this. He signals the waiter, pays the bill, and walks out, leaving Amara frozen in her chair, heart pounding. She rushes to the bathroom, spraying perfume on herself until her bottle is empty. She sniffs her own skin desperately, but she smells nothing. Yet outside, people continue to recoil when she passes. On her way home, she convinces herself it was a mistake. Maybe I just farted, and they overreacted, she mutters, forcing a laugh. But as she walks through the street, strangers cover their noses. A group of boys laugh loudly. See fine girl way they smell like dustbin. Tears sting her eyes, but she squares her shoulders and hurries into her apartment. She strips, scrubs herself raw in the bathroom until her skin burns. But when she steps out, she still feels the same invisible cloud around her. That night, her phone buzzes. The wealthy man has blocked her number. She stares at her reflection, horrified. The curse has begun. Soap may wash the body, but only humility washes shame. Her suitors vanish one by one. Friends avoid her. Even her makeup no longer hides the odor that seems to seep from her very soul. A childhood friend, Ngozi, visits and gags immediately. Amara. Did a rat die here? Amara tries to laugh, but tears roll down her face. The curse is swallowing her. Desperate, she visits a herbalist. The man shakes his head gravely. This is not ordinary. Water cannot wash it. Soap cannot cleanse it. Pride is the mother of this odor. Still, Amara refuses humility. She spends her last money on perfumes, foreign creams, and profits. Each night, she cries into her pillow, but the smell only grows. One day, she finally finds the old woman again. She kneels, weeping, begging for mercy. The old woman turns her face and gasps. Amara. My daughter. The world freezes. The beggar reveals herself as Amara's mother, abandoned when Amara was a baby. Life's suffering reduced her to a beggar. The very woman Amara spat on was her own blood. Amara wails, clinging to her mother's dirty wrapper. Break the curse, Mama. Please, I beg you. But the old woman shakes her head. My daughter, when blood curses blood, it is heavier than stone. I cannot lift it. A prophet confirms it. The only way is through love. You must honor her, care for her, and become her servant. Only humility can break this chain. Amara tries. She bathes her mother, feeds her, dresses her wounds. But her pride has already destroyed her reputation. No man comes near her anymore. No friend remains. The smell never leaves. Her mother, weak and ill, dies in her arms one rainy night. Amara screams, but it is too late. The curse dies with her mother, and so does Amara's last chance at redemption. At the funeral, villagers whisper. She was so fine, but her pride killed her. She mocked the poor, and poverty swallowed her. Her grave carries no flowers, only a wooden slab with the words. Beauty without humility is perfume poured on dung.